podcast, and in this episode, we're dealing with Impact Wrestling with Emergence. So, a lot has happened this weekend, and being able to get into that in just a little bit, I got two news updates I want to be able to talk about, and that is what the first one will be having Jordynne Grace looking to be showing up at Impact Wrestling and looking to be possibly showing up pretty soon. I'm not too sure when, but it's announced that she is looking to be back with Impact Wrestling. I'm not too sure if that's a one-time thing or if she's actually surprisingly re-signed up with the company. So that's very interesting there. And also when we have John Cena looking to come back September 1st, I'll be going to that show and doing a day in the life for my main YouTube channel, which is for my project. You can check that out as well. I have that link in the main YouTube channel for the Nazi podcast. So you can go directly to it. Check out the link tree on top of that. So with John Cena coming back, I can see him talking about Superstar Spectacle on the show in India that they'll be doing it again, but this time actually going to India since they were actually in the Thunderdome last time due to COVID and everything. So, with that being said, I'm not too sure what else John Cena will have in store for September 1st. Besides that, so that should be exciting. And then we get into with the Emergence with the main card only, where we had Erica and Dina going at it, continuing things, and in a DQ match, using the weapons and everything else in between in this one. Khan getting involved a little bit on this one, trying to help out Dina, but Erica defeating Dier and actually being able to hopefully put the design behind them, and really happy about that. And then we get into one of my favorite matches with knockouts. Uh, Tag team division going at it. Masha Slamovich and Kelly, Killer Kelly on this one. Giselle Shaw and so Savannah Evans and Death Laws, and as well Courtney Wash and so Jessica, Kylie King and Jolie Thread on this one. Notice I didn't say Taylor Wilde, so Kylie King and Jolie Thread being able to all go at it and see who will be the better women in the knockouts tag team division, and a really interesting matchup where we had, of course, MK Ultra, Master Slamovich, and Killer Kelly actually keeping the knockouts tag team titles, basically facing the world there. And then we had Kenny King dealing with Johnny Swinger in this one for the Digital Media Championship. Johnny Swinger having basically a winning streak, trying to keep that going. That didn't go so far until Kenny King stopped him and kept the title. Then we had the tag team titles on the line, dealing with Subculture and the Rascals. A really fun match, one of my favorite matches of the night as well. Uh, Dealing to see who would be the better team on this one. And we actually had the Rascals winning there, so that was very surprising. I did not expect that, but there was a really nice surprise there. So we get into the back to school matches, basically a cinematic match between Becky Sarah and Eddie Edwards, which was very interesting there, definitely for sure. And Eddie Edwards actually getting his win there, so we'll see what happens next. Another surprising match in Cena and something, and these two went back and forth. Really cool stuff, and being able to be the best of each other. So Jigsaw being has really come a long way, and being able to see, uh, showcase his stuff in singles action and everything more on his own. And since coming back, he's been on the roll and actually sit out and winning there. So I wouldn't mind if that continued a lot longer, but that was definitely a fun match. And then we get to the big tag team match. We had Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, and Kushida dealing with Jess Alexander, Moose, and Brian Myers, and Lee Rush, and Bully Ray all in this one, and being able to have everyone's fair share of problems all in this one. Being able to see double teams by Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, and Kushida, which was awesome. Josh Alexander most recently coming back and doing his stuff as well. So really exciting stuff where we had Moose, Brian Myers, and Lee Rush, and Bully Ray getting their win. And in the main event for the knockouts, Deanna Perrazzo and Trinity for the knockouts title. And really cool back and forth stuff, running things back and continuing their feud and everything. It was really cool that they were in the main event and having Trinity actually being able to keep her title. So I'm really curious to see who faced Trinity next. She's still got so much more to be dealing with in terms of feuds and matches. So we're just getting started with her. So having her keep the title is really cool. It makes sense there. Maybe she'll be dealing with her returning Jordynne Grace. I don't know if the motive is there, so that can very well happen. I'm sure she'll have something very special planned, especially leading up to Bound for Glory, which will be the next major pay per view. But I'm sure we'll see the other side pay per views as well in the meantime. Definitely enjoyed Emergence. Those are my thoughts on your thoughts. If you're watching on the YouTube version, definitely leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay notified for all things and odds and podcasts with pro wrestling and pop culture. And definitely looking to have pop culture things in the near future. So I know this weekend has been a lot, especially with pro wrestling as a whole. So there's a lot more to be dealing with this weekend. We got Payback, All Out, and MLW with their next upcoming pay per view. So I'll be looking to review that, do the day in the life of vlog on that. On top of that, for Friday, for the main channel, definitely check that out when that happens. So I'll be looking forward to going to Hershey on Friday. So that should be exciting and dealing with that. So a lot more is to come for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed the rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully you enjoyed the rest of the weekend. So I know we had a lot to deal with and everything. So hopefully everyone is okay. And with that being said, leave me your thoughts on what happened with John Cena looking to come back Friday, Jordan Grace, all that in between in the comment section. Check out the link tree as always for all the socials. And I'll catch everyone next time for the next episode of the Nazi Podcast.